Check the you'll check the thing side. Um, huh? Pleasant good day. Welcome to the Wanderers Ground here in Barbados. Flair Elite Sports coming up against Sherwin. Sherwin Young Lions from Guyana. Um, right, so I guess something just along my side of the way. 5 for the loss of 3 wickets. With the bowling and Zion Phillip, two 2 overs, no 2 wickets in a round. Huh? Let's see a low way. Alaga highest. Yeah. Second over, 2 overs, 2.2 overs, 1 for 5. Is Jadon David on strike, right hander. Yet to get off the mark. Together with him is Michael Johnson. So we are into the sixth over of the game. 5.3 overs in the books, a 5 for 3. And this one just touching down all about that. A fine. It goes into the mid of Lucas Orozco. There's no addition to the score. 5 for 3. Play Elite Sports looking to make more inroads into this batting lineup. So it's Jaden David yet to get off the mark. And this one is caressed out to extra cover. Zion Daniel does the fielding. There's no addition to the score. 5 for 3. We are into over number 6. Four needed for victory. 7 wickets. And this one just touching down on about the off stump there. And John allows it to go into the mid of wicketkeeper Roscoe. So at the end of over number 6, in pursuit of a 329 for victory, they are a 5 for the loss, showing Young Lions a 5 for the loss of 3 wickets. So a very commanding start here at the Wanderers Cricket Ground from Flair Elite Sports. Opening bowlers led by Zion Phillip, really doing a magnificent job, claiming 2 early wickets, supported by L'Oreal Gasipi. Really good conditions here at the Wanderers Cricket Ground here. It's nice and sunny here. It's tailor-made for good cricket. This ball is short of a length. And the batsman going to the back foot, Michael Johnson. And it's caressed out to a backward point. There's no run. So no addition to the score. 5-3. We are into over number 7. It's going to be Zion Daniel from the northern end or the pavilion here at the Wanderers. Nicely flighted delivery. Johnson goes onto the back foot. Plays it neatly out to a backward point. There's no run. 5-3. And we are into over number 7. Zion Phillip continues. And this one comes off the inside edge. It goes down to fine leg. They turn for 1, but that's all it's going to be. UB Canvassing in hot pursuit at that short fine leg position. And the score moves up by 1. So it's now 6-3. And we enter over number 7. Skipper Zion Phillip doing a magnificent job thus far. 2 for 1 in 3.4 overs is his bowling figures at the moment. Sherwin Young Lions in pursuit of 329 for victory. Flair Elite Sports innings was set up by a brilliant 177 from Ryan Gooding. A skipper finish on 50 odd at the end of the inning. So Flair Elite Sports getting a mammoth total here. And this one is right up into the block hole. Nothing the batter could do with it. Jaden David, and it skirts out to extra cover. There's no run. So at the end of over number 7, the score, the Sherwin Young Lions 6 for the loss of 3 wickets, and a Flair Elite Sports is all over this Sherwin Young Lions at this moment, like a tick. So it's going to be Laurel Giuseppe to continue from the southern end. Excellent conditions here at the Wanderers. Breeze blowing from an east to westerly direction. Laurel bowling with a slip, a gully, a backward point, cover, extra cover, short mid wicket, and a square leg. Runs away from the southern end. And this one just tails away from the right hander. Doesn't have a clue. And it just goes past the outside edge. Wicketkeeper Lucas Roscoe gathers it, and there's no addition to the score. So 6-3 in over number 8. Laurel Giuseppe into his 4th over here. 1 for 5 thus far, and really setting the tone here at the top of the innings. And a lovely pitched up delivery on the crease itself, just a tad too wide, and it misses the off stump. So no addition to the score here. Sherwin Young Lions really struggling at this stage here, losing 3 early wickets in the piece at the Wanderers cricket ground here. Excellent conditions. And again, just keeping his discipline here, just around that 4th-5th stump line is Laurel Giuseppe. Just needs to be a tad closer to the batter, maybe a couple of inches, and allow him to make him play with a slip, with 2 slips in place here, implemented by the skipper Zion Phillip. Bringing the changes here, just bringing the fine leg a bit finer here to mob a bit finer. It's gonna be Giuseppe, and this one is played nicely off the front foot. It goes out to backward point where Levi Book does the fielding. There's still no addition to the score. So Giuseppe in a really good spell here. 1 for 5 in over number 4. We are into over number 8. Sherwin Young Lions a 6-3 and really on the back foot here at the Wanderers cricket ground. And this one just slides down the leg side. The umpire extends his arms at shoulder level, indicating that it's a wide, so he will have to reload that delivery. So 1 to the score addition, so it's now 7 for 3, and we are into over number 8. Both Zion Phillip and Laurel Giuseppe really setting the tone for their team. And here we see that wasn't comfortable, and he aborted his run up. Umpire signals that ball, and we will continue. Over number 8 in progress. 7.3 to be precise. 7 for 3. And this one is driven nicely to extra cover. With some excellent fielding there by Zion Phillip. Just covering the line of the ball and making a really smart stop to his left. So still no addition to the score. 7 for 3, and we are into over number 8. So Michael Johnson just leaning on that delivery, caressing it to extra cover. And this one is short. It goes down to fine leg. And just a single on offer. So the score moves on by 1. It's now 8 for 3 in 7.5 overs. So Michael Johnson moves on to 2 with that single. And Jaden David yet to get off the mark. So Zion Phillip is going to continue from the southern end here at the Wanderers Cricket Ground in Barbados. Lovely conditions for cricket. Excellent pitch for batting. But at this stage, the bowlers are all over the Sherwin young lions like a rush. Zion Phillip, left arm orthodox, is bowling from around the wicket. He's trying to get the attention of the dressing room. The Sherwin young lions coming all the way from Guyana. Oh, this one is just played out. Michael Johnson plays it out to backward point. There's no run, just short of a leg. Not enough room to play that force and shot through the offside. And this is the arm ball here, just kidding on there. But Michael Johnson getting an inside edge. It dribbles out to mid wicket, and there is no addition to the score. So 8 for 3 in over number 9. And they're getting through the overs very quickly here at the Wanderers. And this one is a nice flowing off drive. Just a single on offer. Johnson moves on to 3. The total moves up by 1. It's now 9 for 3. Zion Phillip ringing the changes here. Just getting Alex a bit straighter. And this one goes through everything, including the keeper. They turn for 1. They're going to settle for 1, but it's going to be a bye. So that delivery, the arm ball, actually, there's no signal. So he must have gotten something on it. It was Jaden David. So the score 10 for 3. Arm ball there from Zion Phillip. Breaking the inside edge and going past the leg stump there. This one is driven off the back foot by Michael Johnson. They get a single. So the score moves up to 11. So 11 to 3. And we are into over number 9. 8.5 overs in the books. So a nice sprinkle of spectators here at the Wanderers looking at this game. And this one just slides off the surface, goes into the mitt of Lucas Orozco. There's no run. So at the end of over number 9, the Sherwin Young Lions are really up against it here against the Flair Sportz from Trinidad, making their debut in this tournament edition 2026. And we had a really Excellent batting display from this Flair Elite Sports. Rehan Gooding getting a magnificent 177, and the skipper himself, Zion Phillip, finishing the innings with a bang with an unbeaten 50 odd. So Flair Elite Sports finishing their 40 overs on 328 for the loss of 6 wickets. So it's going to be Alex Nicholas, right, a medium fast bowler out of Fatima College in Port of Spain. Young budding all rounder from Fatima College. Fatima College, coached by no other than Gregory Davis. Leaves this northern end, comes in. And this one starts off with a wide. So the score moves up by 1. It's now 12 for the loss of 3 wickets. So a minor discussion between both Zion, the skipper, and Zion Daniel. Possibly seen something that needs to change. So there's a minor change. And this one is extremely wide. So Alex Nicholas starting off with 2 sundries there. Another wide to the totals. It's now 13 for 3. But it has been an uphill task for the Sherwin Young Lions team here. Really struggling to come to terms here with the opening bowlers led by skipper Zion Phillip and ably supported by Laurel Gasipi. But it's Alex Nicholas. And this one peels off the edge. It goes on to third man, where Nicolas Castello rifles a return into the mid of Lucas Orozco. So one to the total, 14 for 3. And Orozco is seeing something that the batter is doing and has decided to go up to the sticks. Alex Nicholas, military medium, relies on a lot of swing. So there's a slip and a gully for Alex Nicholas, and this is a full toss, but the batter unable, Jaden David, to take full toll of it. Plays it out to mid wicket, where UV Cantasing does a feeling. Not getting the connection there was Jaden David. So Nicholas getting away. And this one is driven to cover, where Rehan Gooding does the fielding. There's no addition to the score. 14 for 3, and we enter over number 10. Remember, Sherwin Young Lions chasing a mammoth total of 329 for victory. They are 14 for 3. Skipper Zion Phillip picking up 2 quick wickets in the piece, and ably assisted by Laurel Gasipi, who got 1. So Nicholas, having started with 2 extras, bang and target. This one was caressed out to mid wicket. There's no run. There's no addition to the score. 14 for 3. We are into over number 10. 9.4 was in the books. Alex from the southern end. And this one shapes away. Excellent take from wicketkeeper Lucas Orozco. There's no addition to the score. It goes out to Zion Daniel and is relayed to Isaiah Graham out at mid-off. So Nicholas getting his line and length now. And this one is hit back to him. Unfortunately for him, not able to hold on to it. It was a bit hot, but luckily for the batter there, Jadon David, he survives another day. So at the end of over number 10, a 14 for 3, which really represents a total dominance here from the Flair Elite Sports team. Dominant proceedings thus far at the bowling crease. Started off really well in the first half of this 40 over contest against the Sherwin Young Lions, posting a mammoth 328 for victory. And we're going to see a change from the southern end. Zion Daniel, out and out of spinner, is going to be brought into the attack from the southern end. Come Daniel. It's going to be bowling to Michael Johnson. Right down off spinner, bowling over the wicket. So Michael Johnson. Jaden David, my apology. On strike. And looking for that expansive drive. Jaden Johnson. Michael Johnson, my apology. Not getting any connection. It goes through to Orozco. Daniel starting really well here. And this one. Johnson onto the back foot. There's no run. There's no addition to the score. 14 for 3. So the Flair Elite team really on top in this game here. Dominating from the ball go. From the wood go here. And this one is driven through extra cover. It beats Jaden Salafal at extra cover. And they get a single. So the score moves up by 1. It's now 15 for 3. Johnson moves on by 1. He goes on to 6, but some ordinary feeling there from Jaden Salafal at extra cover. This one just all about that fourth stop line. Allowed to go into the middle of the wicketkeeper, Lucas Orozco. So it's been one-way traffic here at the Wanderers. This one comes off the edge of Jaden David. It goes down to third man. He gets a single. That ball breaking the outside edge, bisecting the wicketkeeper and the first slip there, and they were able to get a single. So skipper Zion Phillip doing the chasing down at third man. A lot of oohs, a lot of ahs. This one is caressed through extra cover, short of a length, onto the back foot in a flash was Johnson, and he's gonna come back for a brace. So good looking shot there from Johnson, picking the length very early and caressing that ball through extra cover. 2 lovely runs there for Johnson. The score moves up by 2. So after 11 overs in the book, it's now 18 for 3. Showing Young Lions really struggling here at the Wanderers. Good to see some excellent bowling from the Flair Elite bowlers. The bowling is led by the skipper himself, Zion Phillip. Laurel Gasipi doing an excellent support job. 1 for 5 in his 4 overs as well. Zion Phillip going for 4 runs in his first over. The score 18 for 1. And it's going to be Alex Nicholas to continue from the southern end. Runs away. And this one, David getting into line. We're not getting the connection there. It just dribbles back to the bowler. There's no run. So into over number 12, 18 for 3. Sherwin Young Lions really struggling here at the Wanderers Cricket Ground in Barbados. Facing an uphill task of 329 for victory. And Alex right up into the block hole, but squeezed out to short extra cover where Zion Phillip does the fielding. He's trying to get the attention of Isaiah Graham, which he does now, and the ball is relayed back to the bowler. Over number 12 in progress here at the Wanderers Cricket Ground. Excellent conditions for cricket. And this one is short. It goes through Orozco, but the batters have declined to take a run. So no signal yet from the umpire. Possibly just brushing the pads there of David. A no run. Skipper Zion Phillip doing the cleanup at short fine leg. And lovely flowing drive. It goes through extra cover. The turn for one. That's all it's going to be. Graham covering some ground about 5 meters to his left and rifling a return to Nicholas. So just an one to the score, addition to the score. 19 for 3. And we are into over number 12. And a lovely comeback delivery there from Nicholas. Bang on target. Nothing Johnson could do with that delivery other than just come onto the front foot and place it neatly back to the bowler, and there's no addition to the score. So the gully's been moved now. He's going to be placed at a backward square. It's going to be Harry, who is going to be picking up that position at backward square. And this one peels off the edge of Johnson's bat. A half volley outside the line of the off stump. And at the end of the over, Sherwin Young Lions in pursuit of 329 for victory. They are 23 for 3 with Michael Johnson on 12 and his father Jaden David on 3. So it's going to be Zion Phillip to continue from the northern end or the pavilion end at the Wanderers. He's going to be bowling to David. Jaden David, right-hander. And this one, he's trying to make some room to play off the back foot. It goes past the outside edge and into the middle of the wicketkeeper, Roscoe, no run. Phillip continues here from the southern end. Lovely flowing drive out to extra cover. Salafel does the fielding. Salafel, very young and exciting prospect for this Flair Elite team. Bats right-handed, bowls left arm, back of the arm stuff. Chinaman and googly. And again, David onto the back foot, rocks onto the back foot, trying to get some room to play that forcing shot through the onside. There's no run, and the score remains on a 23 for 3. And again, pulling away was David there, rather than getting back and across. And the ball goes past the outside edge. So another dot delivery in the books. 12.4 overs in the books. 23 for 3. And coach of the Flair Elite team led by one of the region leading wicket takers in Imran, aka Shaki Khan, having retired just a year ago from first class cricket, but now getting into the coaching and really doing a great job with his team here. This one is launched down to Lawn. Castello rifles a return down to the striker's end. So at the end of over number 13, showing Young Lions in pursuit of 120, 329, my apology. They are 24 for 3. And at this time, we are going to take a break. And as soon as the action continues here at the Wanderers Cricket Ground, we'll be right back to bring you ball by ball coverage between Flair Elite Sports and the Sherwin Young Lions taking part in the Sagari Sobers on the 19 tournament. This game is played at the Wanderers Cricket Ground. What do you think? Hmm? We are back here at the Wanderers, just about to restart after the water break. 13 overs in the books, showing Young Lions 24 for 3 at the stage and really facing an uphill task to get to that mammoth total of 328 scored by Flair Elite Sports. And that innings was led by a brilliant 177 from the left-handed opener, Ryan Gooding, ably supported at the back end from the skipper, Zion Daniel, scoring an unbeaten half century, taking his team to that mammoth total of 328. At the moment, Michael Johnson, he's fighting a battle. He's on 12 from 32 balls. And Jaden David, who is on 4 from 27 deliveries. This pair trying to put together a rebuilding of the innings, but it has been extremely slow in doing that. So the scoring at this stage is at a pedestrian rate, just about less than 2 runs and over, 13 overs in the books. So the run rate at this time is just about maybe 1.9, if so much. So 305 runs required in 162 deliveries. Duckwood pass score at this stage should be 136. This one is played down the wrong. They're gonna get one. So David moves up by one, so it's now 25 for three. It brings Johnson on strike. So Alex Nicholas into his third over, none for nine. Started off with two wides at the start of his bowling stint, and this one is back on target. Johnson comes nicely into line. Please defense, for defense. There's no addition to the score. And this one peels off the edge. It goes to backward point where Levi Burke move just about a half meter to his left. Don't do nothing. So the score remains on 25 for three. This one is short and really asking to be hit there. Johnson not getting the connection. It goes down to mid-off where Isaiah Graham, doing some excellent fielding. There's no addition to the score. 25 for three. And my tech man here, Sajid, is trying to make some adjustments here for me. Sajid Ali, the son of Shabir Ali, the owner of Flair Elite Sports. This one is played out to backward point. Ryan Gooding moving about a half meter to his left, holding it in, and it is no addition to the score. Johnson is kept on 12. The score remains on 25 for three. And we are into over number 14, bowled by Alex Nicholas. 13.5 overs in the books. And it's Johnson going for that square cut a bit too close to him. It goes into the mid of wicketkeeper Lucas Orozco. So at the end of over number 14, Sherwin Young Lions out of Guyana, chasing a mammoth total of 329 for victory. They are 25 for three, with Johnson on 12 and Jadon David not out on 5. But it's a mammoth total posted here at the Wanderers Cricket Ground. The pitch has been a picture, really excellent pitch for good cricket. And Flair Elite Sports taking full advantage of possibly the best batting conditions here in Barbados at the Wanderers Cricket Ground, and posting a mammoth total of 329, led by the left-handed opener in Rayhan Goodings with a magnificent 177. So it's going to be Zion Daniel from the southern end. And this one, it goes through, is an appeal for some out. And another one by Sedacia. David goes. Some wonderful work there from the wicketkeeper, Orozco. As soon as he lifted that back foot, he whipped the bails off, and wicket number 4 goes here at the Wanderers Cricket Ground. Sherwin Young Lions are now 25 for the loss of 4. Skipping across to his left and making a brilliant stop. So 1 to the total. 26 for 4. Looking to get that bullet. The first up to the new batter. They're looking to hit the pads very hard was Zion Daniel. And this one, he plays it down to square leg. They won. They don't seem interested in getting a second. And Isaiah Graham doing the fielding at a square leg. So there's a single on offer. So Brown is off the mark. It's now 27 for 4. King, my apology. It brings Michael Johnson on strike. So this team is coached by Imran Khan, a former first-class cricketer who had the record for the most dismissals at. And another one by Sedacia. Johnson trying to play that forcing shot outside the line of the All-Star. It peels off the edge. And where does it go to first slip? Where Zion Phillip says, thank you very much. So Another one bites the dust here at the Wanderers. It's now 27 for 4. And Flair Sportz really having a good time of it here. Zion Daniel into the wickets again. 2 wickets for 7 runs. Zion Daniel, and making further inroads into this Sherwin Young Lions team. 27 for 5. Still 302 runs required for victory by the Sherwin Young Lions team. So Cameron is going to be the new batter. 27 for 5. We are into over number 15. So Zion Phillip not getting off with the bat today, but immediately being brought on by his skipper Zion Daniel, making some further inroads into this Sherwin Young Lions batting line up here at the Wanderers Cricket Club ground. 27 for 5. We are into over number 15. So Cameron, left-handed batter, is about to take strike from Zion Daniel. Daniel bowling with a slip, a backward point, cover, extra cover, mid off, deep backward square, short fine leg, and a long on. Rehan Gooding doing some sweeping on the extra cover boundary as well. So a slight adjustment in the field. They're going to get a mid-wicket in place. So U19 Singh is charged with that responsibility. And this one, quick, very, very quick through the air. And Cameron allows it to go by. And I must say, pleasant good evening to my very good friend Safir. Pleasant good evening, Safir. Safir, the son of Shabir Ali. Yeah, doing some wonderful work here in Barbados. Keeping his shoe very clean indeed is Safir. The score 27 for 5 is Zion Daniel comes in from the northern end. Nicely flighted delivery. This one is pressed back to him. So at the end of the over, 15 overs in the books, 27 for 5. Flair Sportz posting a mammoth 328 here at the Wanderers Cricket Club, led by a wonderful hand of 177 from Rehan Gooding. And finishing off the innings was the skipper Zion Phillip with an unbeaten half-century. Flair Sportz really in a dominant position. And here we are about to see the young, exciting young leg spinner from Central, U19 Singh. Right arm, leggy, leg break googly. Let's see how he is going to go.
Yes, Mr. Dungi, I think we're doing fantastic. This game is going, I think it's going all the way to Flair Sportz. They get a very good start, and they're continuing there with very good bowling.
Yeah, so a magnificent start led by the skipper Zion Daniel, getting 2 very early wickets in the piece and ably supported by Laurel Gasipi.
Yeah, that's Zion Phillip and Zion Daniel. Both Zions, Mount Zion next year we did very good.
So UB is going to be bowling with a slip, a backward point, a sweeper on the cover boundary, extra cover, mid off, mid on, mid wicket, a man at short fine leg, and Jaden Salafel doing the work at the deep backward square boundary.
It looks like a very good field for good leg bowling. We had a very good tournament so far.
a very
Very
excited,
consistent.
a very excited Shibiri to see if this ball is going to be ripping off the surface here from this youngster.
And a very good cricket wicket as well. Good for bowling, good for batting, good for good cricket.
Yeah, excellent conditions here at the Wanderers. You know, picked here perfect conditions for cricket. Bright and sunny, a nice, a gentle breeze just blowing from an east to westerly direction here at the Wanderers. Skipper Zion Phillip just doing the needful there. And here comes Kanta Singh. And this one is caressed through. Extra cover, there's one. They're going to turn for two, but short from Kanta Singh there.
Not a bad start there from kind of singing. I guess he have to get him a bit, but with the first ball, needs to get that confidence to keep going. What do you think, Dungi?
Yeah, normally the leg spinners they do take a little while to get their radar on, but once they are match winners. The leggies, and this
Well, that's a very
one,
good ball. I guess if you had a more attacking feel with the four short legs, they might have silly. Not a bad start. The young UV can't sing.
and here he all ends up here.
Yeah. See that
Spinner King doesn't have a clue.
that length, you have the batsman apprehensive.
The leg spinner pitching all about also and spinning right across the batter, and there's no.
There's a good start there. You have the batsman apprehensive, thinking if to go forward or go back. That's the one leg spinner, giving the batsman a doubt.
Another shot delivery there. Lucky that King was not able to punish him there. So normally the leggies does take a couple of balls to get into their work. The score 29 for 5. We're into over number 16. And a nicely flighted delivery. This one is hit deep into the deep backward square position. Jada Zalafal gets under it.
What a catch.
And King departs.
That's a good catch,
for a loss of 6 wickets. And another bite to dust here for the Sherwin Young Lions.
And King had opportunity to steady the ship for the guy in his team, losing his hand there. Could have had a more patience, look at the ball a little bit before going after him. Nevertheless, a very good ball there. Very good
Yeah, there was ac- yeah, there was absolutely no activity for these youngsters. And here it is, Flair Elite Sports came on board and created an opportunity that these youngsters will cherish, not for today, not for tomorrow, but for the rest of their lives. This is a watershed moment. It should be where a private entity has come on board and really taken exposure to the next limit. I would like you to just comment on your passion for the game, Shabir, and what this means to the Flair Elite, for the Flair Elite Sports setup.
Well, Flair Elite Sports, being a new entity, I think being involved in cricket as a main sport in Trinidad and Tobago will always prove successful back in a sport like cricket and youth development is a win-win for us and youth of Trinidad and Tobago.
Shazam Mohan, though it's Cameron looking to go onto the back foot to negotiate that delivery there from Zion
Excellent.
Daniel and Bull all over the shop. So wicket number 7 goes down for the Sherwin Young Lions. 35 for the loss of 7 wickets. And it's just about